Super pumped to be back here on Locked On Blue Devils. Another class of 2026 Duke football commit. Colsen Gatten is here with me today on the show to tell us the reason why Duke is his next landing spot. Colsen, I hope that you're doing well. And that's the first question I've got to ask, is the same one that I've asked all your fellow commits. Why Duke? Why did you feel like this was the school for you?
Yeah, I felt like Duke was a spot for me for a long time. Honestly, it was long overdue, my commitment. But honestly, just since the first time I went down there, I felt the love from Coach Diaz and his staff. Coach Diaz recruited me at Penn State whenever he was the defensive coordinator there. And then whenever he went to Duke, then he offered me again. And honestly, just felt the love from there. And it was just a great spot. I mean, it's the best of both worlds, from academics to athletics. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat for sure.
No doubt. I mean, a lot of people are excited about what Manny Diaz has been building 9-4 after his first year. You even throw in the 2 Mike Elko years that Duke had. I mean, the program is certainly on an upward trend, and I think they're going to be able to continue that here this upcoming season. So tell me a little bit more about this timeline, Colsen. When did you first hear from Duke? Was it the previous staff, or was it simply when Coach Diaz left Penn State and he kind of brought you along with him?
Yeah, I didn't hear from the previous staff at all, honestly. It was Coach Diaz whenever he came from Penn State. Yeah, yes, sir. So that was my first offer, was Penn State with Coach Diaz, and then he then offered me to Duke, and I probably went down in like 2 weeks after. Like, I was pumped. Obviously, really great guy. And I just need to get down. So,
yeah, let me circle back to Coach Diaz in just a moment. I want to hear about that first trip that you had down to campus then in an unofficial visit in this capacity. What were your takeaways when you arrive in Durham, when you walk on campus, when you're at Wallace Way? I mean, take me through that.
Yeah. First, when I got there, I think North Carolina is just beautiful. I think it's just a great place to be. Family town. I think it's just a great spot to be overall. And then whenever I got there, I think the facilities and the campus is wild. It's hard to beat that. I mean, it's crazy, but the facilities were great. And obviously just the love I felt from the staff was just phenomenal. Every time I've been down there, my family, I've probably been down there like 5 times, and it's just like, it gets better every time. Honestly, there's more that I learn about it, and it's just better every time. But yeah, it was really good. It's a good experience every time.
Without a doubt, and the game day atmospheres continue to get better at Wallace Wade, and I think that's only going to continue with what we're seeing Duke do in the ACC, and now you get a chance to be a part of that in years to come. So you're taking these unofficial visits. Manny Diaz comes over from Penn State, and you've already had that relationship with him. Take me through, when do you receive the offer from Duke? What does that conversation look like?
Yeah, it was just like almost like, like, we have high respect for you, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like I'm taking a new job. And he was like, I want to bring you with me. And honestly, like, that was my first offer with Coach Diaz. So, like, it was just a really good feeling, especially getting it with Duke. And, like, obviously, like, you just hear great things about Duke. I didn't really know that much about Duke other than being a great academic school. And then you saw what Coach Diaz did last year. And it just shows a lot of what 1 year can do, like, culture-wise. Coach Diaz did 1 year with the culture, so.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're from Pittsburgh, so geographically that's not necessarily in the footprint that Duke's looking for, although it's certainly had success at the university internationally, and the brand for itself speaks for itself. Basketball has had its heyday, and a lot of people think Duke basketball first when they think about the Blue Devils. It's awesome to see the football trend up in that direction. Is that a reason that you're excited about playing for Duke, is kind of seeing more and more get on the momentum train?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think like the energy Coach Diaz brought with him getting the job, I think that's why everyone's so ready, pumped up about the season and everything like that. Like, I just think he brought a bunch of positive energy, and just the stuff he does, the schemes he runs, just he brought that all with him. And I think people are really excited about that. And I think that's just, I mean, I think you saw it last year. And I think it's just going to keep growing and growing every year.
All right, tell the world about Colsen Gatten, the football player. Like, when they turn on the tape, what jumps out about your game?
Yeah, I'm a fast, twitchy linebacker. I run a 4.5, so definitely speed's a big part of my game. I love to hit people, I mean, obviously. But it's just, I played linebacker. Honestly, I started playing linebacker in high school. I played DN growing up, but I started playing linebacker, and I fell in love with it. I mean, it's a great position. A lot of success there, and so.
Okay, and when we talk about the game, obviously, yeah, when I turn on the tape, you're making plays in the backfield and
Yes, sir.
all the time. It's just crazy to see you kind of
Uh-huh.
get after the quarterback, running back, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Tell us about how you feel in pass coverage and what you're trying to improve as you take that next step.
Right. I think I feel really good in pass coverage, honestly. I think that's one of my strengths. I feel really good in pass coverage. I think overall, just trying to improve on everything. Probably the IQ of the game is a big one. But other than that, I mean, I feel pretty confident in my pass and run abilities. I think obviously there's some things to work on, but yeah, I'm really confident in just in my ability to play linebacker. So
Yes, I love talking defense with you, man. I mean, just hearing Manny Diaz, obviously known for what he's done over the years as a defensive coordinator, coaching linebackers at all levels, and that sort of thing. But Jonathan Packey is the defensive coordinator for this unit. Look at that big smile on your face right away.
yeah.
What has it been like getting to know him?
Yeah, Coach Packey's a great guy. He's a really good coach. Honestly, I think he's an even better person, though. We have a really good relationship with him. My whole family, honestly, just even like the OV we just took, he's a great guy. Like, we learn more about him every time, and I feel more confident, and like I get more excited every time to be able to play for him. I think and obviously he was with Coach Diaz at a bunch of other stops before, and so he knows the Coach Diaz defense. So they've been running that together, and I think that you saw last year what they're able to do, and they obviously have one of the most productive defenses in the country, and I think that shows a lot for any recruit or any guy that would want to play defense for them.
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at what Coach Packey did just 2 years ago at Texas State. You see them
Right.
at the top of so many defensive when does that ever happen? That Texas State
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
all the way up there, and
Yeah.
Duke carries that over this year. Duke was second in the entire country in tackles
Mhm.
for loss. Like when you watch Duke play defense now,
Yeah.
what do you see that makes this defense so successful, and
You
how can
just
you contribute?
Right. You just see a bunch of chaos. I mean, there's stuff happening everywhere. I think that and I think the linebackers and the D line do most of the damage. I think that it's really impressive just watching how they play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. And I think that's a lot of part of my game style is like I play that way too. So I think I play real aggressive and I play the exact way that I belong in that defense. So yeah.
How long have you been playing football? Was this a sport you started playing early on in your life?
I started in fourth grade. I
Okay.
started in fourth grade. So I played flag growing up, and then fourth grade was my first year at tackle.
Did you love it right away, or did it take a little while for
My first year, I liked it. I didn't really know like what I was doing. Really, I was just playing off athleticism. But once I really like started like knowing the game and stuff, I love the football. So
And
I
were
love
other
it a little
sports a
bit.
part of your childhood, or have you mainly been a football guy?
Yeah, I played basketball growing up, and then once I got to high school, I stopped with the basketball and just locked in on football.
But to be able to have such a dynamic of both, that's so
Yeah,
important,
yeah, it
obviously, and
is.
levels of athleticism and that sort of thing. With that being said, you mentioned running the 4.5 already. I'm
Mhm.
sure that you get after it in the weight room as well.
Right.
Coach Bealey wants that football team to be ready to go. What's it been like getting to know him? And then also any ideas of what you're walking into when it comes
Yeah,
into the strength and conditioning? How
yeah.
does it see you?
Coach Feely's definitely the real deal. I mean, but he gets those guys right. Like any guy you talk to about Coach Feely, they've everything is really good to say about him. And he definitely gets them right. It's definitely a lot, but he's going to get you right. He's going to get you set up for success. So I think if you buy into Coach Feely's program, you're going to be really successful.
Is the plan to bulk you up a little bit more once you get to college? Does that excite you? I mean, what kind of footprint has Duke laid out for you?
Yeah, bulk me up a little bit and then just maintain. I think I'm really excited for that. Just the whole, I mean, with Coach Feely, like all those guys, their numbers go up like crazy, and I mean, they look like a big time football player, and it's really
Yeah,
impressive to see that.
that's good to hear, Colson, because we can't lose the speed, right?
Right,
We can't
right.
have you be this giant and
Yeah,
kind of slow down a little bit.
yeah, exactly.
Dynamic. So talking about the official visit that you just
Mhm.
went on there, you got a chance to meet some other commits and that sort of thing. Tell me about that whole weekend.
Yeah. I think honestly, something that's different about Duke than any other school is that the guys you meet while you're there are like same as yourself. Like you see a bunch of like-minded people together, and I think that's why Duke has such a strong culture, because it's a bunch of guys that want to play football, want to win, and that academics are also really important to them. And it's like I said, it's a bunch of like-minded people. And it's way easy to create a culture like that than any other way. So, but overall, the OV was great. Bunch of coaches, everyone, like I said, they're always very welcoming, and it it was almost like a celebration because I committed and then went on my OV. So it was just a really fun time.
Who are some of the commits that you've gotten close to that you're excited about playing? And tell me about some of these group chats that are already getting started.
Yeah, there's a couple group chats on Instagram and text, and there's a bunch of commits in there. Yeah, Terry's a big one. Terry Walker, he kind of starts all the group chats and starts the text, and there's some talks and arguments. But all those guys, honestly, I have everything good to say about them. Like they're all just really good, like down to earth, good people, like super welcoming, just really good people.
Yeah, you want your best 11 on the field, man. The one man can't get it done, so you've got to be able to put it all together.
Yes,
all right, as I start to wrap up and get you out of here, man, I do want to hear a little bit more kind of about your family because when these recruits go on these visits, it's really important for the coaching staff to win over parents as well. And I love hearing you guys talk about the idea that you probably wouldn't be where you're at today if it weren't for the impact that your family had.
Yeah. So starting on my parents, they're both from PA. They're both from Pittsburgh. My dad played at Penn State. He played linebacker at Penn State. And my mom went to W&J, a smaller college in like Washington, PA. And I have a twin sister and a younger sister, Emerson and Tatum. My twin sister, she's thinking about she wants to try and go to Duke. So that's exciting. Yeah, it would be awesome. And then my younger sister, she plays a bunch of sports. She's just trying to figure it out still. But yeah, my family's all real good people, and they definitely got me to where I am today.
They've been a big help in your career along, like taking you to games and all those things.
Yeah, they've definitely stuck with me through everything. I mean, all the recruiting trips, everything we dealt with. I think it's not easy, and I think they did it for me, and just we finally found the right spot for me, and it's a great feeling to be committed and be a Duke. So.
Well, we're certainly excited about what you're going to be able to do for the Blue Devils in the future. They're playing in the ACC. But before that happens, you still have one more season of high school football to play, man. I don't want to rush that away at all. Are you soaking in all of these moments? And tell me about maybe some of the goals that you've got this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely crazy. It definitely flew by, but yeah, we definitely are soaking in these last couple summer practices, these last moments with my teammates. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna do our best, go 1-0 every week. But the goal is the state championship again. Just take us back there and win it all this year. So that would be the main goal, and just get better as a unit, and we'll be good.
All right, give me one final message for Duke football fans out there and just the world at large. Who is Colsen Gatten? What are people getting with the new Duke linebacker?
Yes, sir. I'm Colsen Gatten. You're getting the aggressive Pittsburgh linebacker.
I love that. That's awesome. Sir. We'll talk again down the line soon, Colsen. Okay, I appreciate you here today.
Yep. Good talking with you.
Colsen Gatten here on Locked On Blue Devils. Exactly. And a big thanks to Colsen Gatten for joining us here on Locked On Blue Devils. Another really exciting class of 2026 Duke football commit that we've got joining the Blue Devils here shortly. Also want to let you know this has been brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing, and whether you're all about baseball under the lights, golf on the green, or maybe some high-stakes soccer action, FanDuel is the best way to make every game even more exciting. You're already following the action. Why not make it a little more thrilling? With FanDuel, you can get in on the game while your friends are getting sunburned at the beach. From baseball, daily promotions, looking at who's riding the hot bat going into the ninth inning, and so much more. Same game parlays are going out like crazy. The app is easy to use, fast to pay out, and it makes the regular season games feel so much more important. Are you new to FanDuel? Well, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. Open the FanDuel app today or visit FanDuel.com to get started. FanDuel is a proud sponsor of Locked On Blue Devils. That does it for Locked On Blue Devils here today. As always, go Duke. I'll talk to you soon. My name is JJ Jackson. Thank you and good day.